We should be considering two separate scenarios based on the election outcome. First, let's assume a Trump victory. Quick aside, even if he does win, there are still 10 weeks to go before he would take the oath of office. Put nothing past these power-lusting communists to prevent that from happening. But assume Trump takes the oath, then what? Sure, the economy and foreign policy situations and all that would improve, likely dramatically and pretty quickly. That's all good, of course, have to do that. But that only turns America around in the most visible area, which of course could slip right back into that, again, depending what happens in 4 years or 8 years. But it is the invisible area that we need the most work, the dominant work. America has lost touch with the supernatural, the authentic supernatural, or better said, too many Americans, individuals, have lost touch with it. America cannot truly be great again if religion, Christianity, is not elevated to its premier place in the culture as it always was. It's why communists attack Christianity, because a loss of it weakens the country, the society. Just look across the Atlantic to Europe to learn that lesson. How we accomplish this is way too long a discussion for a short little commentary piece, but suffice to say, a Trump win is simply the beginning, the very first tiny little step of what must be a very long road and journey back to a decent society. Meaning, a Trump win just gives us a breathing space for that work to begin. That's all it is. Not Trump win, everything's good. Trump wins, now we can start the process back. The opposite scenario, a Harris theft, well, that would make the road back a very difficult journey, maybe even impossible. The communists are not going to allow such a thing to happen and would unleash every weapon in their government arsenal to prevent it. Case in point, Merrick Garland's Department of Justice jails pro-lifers for just praying in front of abortuaries. And that's happening now. Imagine if they got another 4 or 8 years. The FBI, which is under the Justice Department, placed agents, federal agent, FBI agents, spies in various Catholic parishes, and likely still has them there, at least in some parishes. They want censorship. They want control. They want power precisely for all of this. And remember, in 2 years, they very likely will take back control of the U.S. Senate if they don't lose it this time around, which means the courts will then be flipped to their control as well. If you're a Christian and you think a Harris administration wouldn't be like returning to the days of the Soviet Union or even the Roman Empire, or living in various countries right now in the Middle East, then you aren't paying attention. The devil is the father of these communists, Satan, the devil. They may want political power to control a culture, but he wants them to have that power so he can destroy Christianity. God love you. I'm Gary Michael Voris.